Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you, and today I want to get into a pair of kicks that I picked up from the SNKRS app. I haven't been picking up too many Air Maxes lately, but I actually grabbed these from the SNKRS app, and then I grabbed another pair of Air Max 90s from Finish Line that I haven't received yet, but they look pretty dope as well. I used to wear Air Maxes when I was in high school and everything. They were one of my favorite silhouettes, and I just felt like it was a shoe that went well with everything, whether it was shorts, sweatpants, jeans, whatever. I just really always liked wearing Air Maxes, and they give me that nostalgia, and I just think they're real easy to rock with just about anything. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's look at these Air Max 1s in the Light Matter Root colorway. Alright, start off, standard box, same thing that we get Dunks in, you know, and a plethora of Nike shoes, but just Nike branding on it. You've all seen these before. The tag reads Nike Air Max 1. The colors are labeled as Light Matter Root and Vivid Green. What kind of a color is Light Matter Root? I mean, who's naming this stuff? That's like, I have no idea what that is. Light Matter Root. But anyhow, this is a size 10.5. I think they were 140 or 150 on the SNKRS app. I'd have to look, but somewhere around that price point. Love this colorway, and I think this pinkish salmon type color is the Light Matter Root. I'm guessing anyhow, but I love these. I love this color combination on here with just the vivid green, that nice light blue, almost like a university blue or like Carolina blue or something. But I think these things are beautiful shoes, and on a classic silhouette like this, it's definitely a dope looking pair of kicks in my opinion. I think they'll be perfect for summer, and like I said in the intro, I think Air Max 1s are real easy to rock with just about anything. I mean, I could see these being dressed up with, you know, some slacks, like some chinos or something. Or you could rock them with shorts, jeans, sweatpants, just about anything. I think these things are really, really cool looking. And I really like the way that green just pops off of there. You can see it on the tag and also on the swooshes on the side. And then we've also got that vivid green in the air unit. And I think it's even speckled in the laces there, which I didn't notice until now. But I really think that these are bright, you know, full of life and energy, and I just think they will be ideal for the summertime. Plus, having the base be this breathable mesh, they won't be real hot on feet or anything, and I just really, really like the way these came out. And again, this is such a familiar silhouette, but I got nothing in the collection that looks like this. And, you know, I got a pretty decent size shoe collection, so I always like grabbing something that's out of the norm, you know, that's not just like everything else that I have. Nike definitely broke the mold with this one, I feel like. And like I mentioned, I have a pair of Air Max 90s that are coming from Finish Line. They're mostly light blue, and I don't know what I prefer between the 90 and the Air Max 1. I'm wearing ones right now, but I think both of them are really, really dope. I think it just depends on the colorway for me, because I think that overall they look very, very similar on feet. Starting with this outsole, it's like a brown color, but this is what we typically have for an Air Max 1 tread pattern, and nothing really significant to point out there. It's got some Nike Air branding back here in the back, and just this tread reminds me of like runners, you know, maybe New Balance runners, Sauconys, just you name it. it almost like a waffle tread pattern as well there under the forefoot, but nice and grippy and good traction on these. And then as you come up, the midsole on these is more of a sail or an off-white color than a bright white. It definitely has a little bit of a tint to it. It looks really good sandwiched between that brown outsole and then that pinkish salmon light matter root, whatever you want to call it. But I think it definitely looks nice. I think going with off-white midsole was definitely a good call. Again, like I mentioned before, in that air unit you can see that we've got some vivid green, and I think that's a nice little unexpected pop of color. I like it when they have a little bit of contrast in those air units. And it doesn't matter how old I get. When I was a kid, I always like looking at shoes with air bubbles in them. I just always thought it was real dope. And even still, I mean, that is a cool looking shoe, you know? That is a really, really neat looking feature on these shoes. But looks real crystal clear and very clean. There's not paint or anything on the air bubble. It's done well. But then coming up to the mud guard and just the lower portion of the shoe, it's like a rough short-haired suede. It doesn't feel real soft or anything, but I love the color on it. Definitely screams summertime, and it's just real vibrant. It really pops off of there. But you've got that salmon color suede from the mud guard running all the way across the back heel area, and then it comes about midway up on the inside of the shoe. And like I said, that's a suede, but then when I saw pictures, I was assuming that this blue and green material was also suede, but that feels like more of a felt. And that really doesn't matter to me. It's definitely a synthetic type material. It's not suede, but I don't mind that at all. It looks good, but it just feels like it's more of like a felt material for this blue and then the green swoosh. Definitely looks nice. Definitely vibrant colors. And on all those panels that are on this upper, the stitching matches the panel perfectly. But then getting to the toe box area and really the base of the whole upper, we've just got this mesh, and it's kind of like a tan colored material, but it feels like your standard Air Max toe box. I don't really know how to explain it aside from it's just a breathable mesh. It doesn't feel, you know, super plush or anything like that, but it's what we always get on Air Maxes, and I think it looks really, really nice. I did have a spot on these whenever I got them from Nike. As soon as I opened the box, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's like, I don't know if somebody had glue on their fingers at the factory or something, but there's just this black muck on there, and I tried to wipe it off, but it's still on there. Stuff like that drives me crazy, getting a new pair of shoes and having a black spot on them, especially when they look this clean, but what are you gonna do? But anyhow, back to this mesh. We got it on the toe box, and then you can see it up along the collar area, and it's just like a tan hue, but we also have that on the tongue. The whole tongue is that tan mesh, and I like these laces that are in that salmon color, and as I mentioned before, it's got speckles of vivid green and white on there, and I think those laces are really neat looking. But then I like the tag. The tag kind of matches the outsole in that it's brown, and it's got that vivid green Nike Air Max branding on there. And for the piping around the tongue, they matched that to this salmon color suede down on the base of the shoe, but it really balances the shoe out. I think these just look great. I really, really like them. But then the sock liner is just more of a tan color that kind of matches the mesh on the upper. And there's a cool pattern down on the insole, and it's got some vivid green Nike branding. But that was just a quick look at them. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.